But Sue had a, see, you have to also understand who she was in God. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. See, she had something inside that allowed her and gave her the liberty to do what she did, how she did it. Y'all looking at me funny. All right, now let me tell you, if y'all make noise, I'm real fast. If y'all look at me funny, I'll be here tomorrow by 8:45 when we go to Fairlawn. Sharon said it in her first words of that song. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley and the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Pray with me. The first time I heard Pastor Curry preach, he preached this text, and he ripped it. So I need y'all to show some grace to the Rev over here. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. There's a lot of inclusivities. There's a lot of debate. There's a lot of censuses. There are a lot of people who've come up with all types of suggestions on what a successful life is all about. People have come up with a lot of ideas on how you could look at your life, whether to determine if you have had a successful life. And one of the things you have to acknowledge that, like I told Sharon, that you don't have to sum up somebody's life in the course of a service or in an afternoon, because the Bible says we live our lives as a tale that is told. And so every day of your life, you're telling the tale of your life. So at the end of your life, then nobody can tell a tale because your tale done told it. But people have come up with all types of things. There are those who feel that if I have accumulated a lot of money, if I have accumulated a lot of material things, then I have lived a successful life. Well, I got bad news for them, because I don't care how much you got, one day you're going to have to leave it behind. And whatever you have, one day somebody else will have it as a result of your efforts. There are those who feel that if I have a lot of friends, if I got a lot of likes, a lot of friend requests, if I got a lot of this, and just for the record, everybody on Facebook and Twitter, those are not your friends. I need some real folks. Those are nosy people who ain't got nothing to do but to live their life trying to see what you're doing in your life. And let me tell you something else. Stop asking them for advice, because they're going to tell you to, if you crazy enough to ask them for advice, they're going to be crazy enough to tell you to do something crazier than you already did. People got all kinds of things. Yeah, if I got a bunch of friends. But sociologists tell us in this life you'll have 3 to 4 real ride or die friends. The rest of them ain't nothing but substitute teachers. So I need a witness in the house. So if you think you got a lot of friends and everybody loves you, that only means you like being lied to on a regular basis. I need a witness in the house. There are people who have all kinds of ideas about what it takes to have a successful life. But I submit to you this evening that in order to have a successful life, what you ought to have is a life of reflection. Y'all don't hear me. A life where you constantly look in the rearview mirror. Because if you live your life reflecting on where the Lord has brought you from, you can wake up every morning saying, this is the day that the Lord has made, and I can rejoice and be glad therein. If you look at where God has brought you from, you can be grateful for where he brought you, grateful for how his hand taking care of you, grateful for where you are. Any grateful folk in here that can say, yeah, child, I'm blessed because the Lord is my shepherd. See, when you live a life of